In this video, I'm going to show you how to transfer your stocks from your Robinhood investing account to your Webull investing account, and I'll explain why you might want to do that as opposed to selling off all of your stocks from Robinhood and just moving the money into your Webull account, because it's very important and you need to know this. If you don't have a Webull account and you want their 4 free stock bonus, then use my link down in the description of this video to open up an account, and you will get those 4 free stocks worth up to $1,600. Now, one thing to keep in mind is once you open up your account with Webull, you have to deposit at least $100 within 30 days of opening the account, or else you will not get those 4 free stocks. So keep that in mind and don't pass up on these 4 free stocks, which is free money. You can't pass up free money. If you get some value from this video, please do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up button. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up your Webull account, your Webull app, I should say. And in the center there, where the Webull symbol is, we're going to press on that. And then from here, I have to put in my PIN. Now, this is going to take us to the main Webull screen here. Now, there's 2 ways to do this. You want to transfer the money, remember, from your Robinhood investing account to your Webull investing account. So, of course, first you have to have a Webull account opened up. So you can either hit transfer right there, or you can hit more, and same button. Under cash and stock transfer, you can hit transfer right there. So whatever's easiest for you. I'm not sure if that transfer button shows up on everybody's main screen like this. That's why I wanted to show you. You can just hit more and hit the transfer. Okay, so we're gonna hit the transfer button, or I hit the transfer button, and this is where we can transfer stocks into Webull. So you wouldn't technically, I would say it's easier to do this on Webull if that's where you're going to send the stocks, as opposed to going to Robinhood and telling them to send it to whatever investment app or investment brokerage company you want to go to. I always like to start the process on the app where I'm going to actually bring the stocks. So we're going to hit stocks, or transfer stocks into Webull. Now, there's a couple things that you have to know when it comes to this. Well, before I talk about this, let me mention why you might want to actually transfer your stocks from Robinhood to Webull, as opposed to selling all of your stocks and then moving that cash into Webull to start investing. The main reason is if you have gains within your Robinhood account, then you will actually, if you sell the stocks, that's a taxable event. So you will automatically pay taxes on those gains that you have within your Robinhood account when you sell those stocks. So to avoid having to pay the taxes today from those gains on the account, you can just transfer the stocks to Webull. That way, you're not actually selling the stocks. You're just transferring the stocks, and that is not a taxable event. But technically, you don't want to sell if you don't have to, especially if you have a small amount. So let's go over some of the rules that Webull has if you want to actually transfer stocks from Robinhood or any investment brokerage firm to Webull. Okay, so the first thing is the only listed U.S. stocks, ADRs, and ETFs are accepted, so you can't transfer like cryptocurrency or anything like that. Next, they support individual cash, margin accounts, traditional IRAs, and rollover IRAs. Now, in the case of Robinhood, Robinhood only has investment or taxable investment accounts, so you're perfectly fine here. This won't be a big deal. Webull can accept whatever Robinhood account you transfer over. Next, you have to name the type of the delivering account must be identical to the receiving account's name and type, which you're going to move a taxable account over to Webull from Robinhood, which is, you don't have any issues with that. Let's hit more. Okay, so your broker might charge you a $75 transfer fee. So in this case, Webull is not going to charge you the $75 transfer fee, but Robinhood is. So that's one thing to be aware of, is it is going to cost money to move your stocks from Robinhood, or stocks, ETFs, whatever, bonds, from Robinhood to Webull. You are going to get charged $75. Now, if you think that the taxes that you'll pay from selling off those investments are going to be less than $75, then maybe it makes sense for you to just sell off the investments and move the cash to Webull. That's completely up to you and something for you to decide. But if you're willing to pay the $75, because you're trying to avoid paying taxes by selling your stocks because of the gains within Robinhood, then just do this transfer if you're willing to pay it. So that's completely up to you. I can't tell you what to do. Okay, another thing is Webull does not support account transfers of assets below $500. So keep that in mind, because it is pretty costly to make these transfers. So they're just trying to limit the costs on the smaller amounts, right? It's like, why would you transfer maybe an account in Robinhood that's worth $40 when you'd just be paying $75 to transfer it over? So they're trying to give you a little threshold there. And that's how it's going to be for a lot of places. So it's not just a Webull thing. Number 5, if you choose full transfer, all your assets will be transferred to Webull, which I'll show you. I'll talk about more of that in detail in a second here when we get to this transfer process. All right, so we're going to hit the bottom part, so transfer to Webull. Now, right here, they give you a list of some investment brokerages that you're going to move your money from to Webull. So in this case, excuse me, sorry. We've got Robinhood right up there at the top right, so this should be fairly easy. So we're going to hit Robinhood. Oh, let me go back, though. Whoops. Oh, shoot. I messed this up. Sorry. Let me start there. Transfer to Webull. Okay. Now, if you don't see your brokerage firm on here that you want to transfer money from, then you can always look at the very top. It says brokerage name. So in this case, I usually use M1 Finance. I'm not going to ever transfer my money from M1 Finance, but just to give you an idea, this is what I would do because I don't see M1 Finance on this list. So at the very top, I'm going to search M1 Finance. Seeing it starting to pop up. Now it looks like there's 2 of them. I don't necessarily know which one to choose, so I would just choose the top one, and this is where I would fill out the information. But in this case, we're moving it from Robinhood to Webull. Let me hit back. I just wanted to show you what it would look like, you know, if you didn't see your investment brokerage on there, if you were trying to transfer money from another one over to here. Okay, so in this case, we're going to use Robinhood. Now, delivery and account type. So let's hit the drop down. In this case, it's just an individual account. Now, if Robinhood had a Roth IRA or IRAs, that's where this list might be a little bit longer. But in this case, Robinhood only has one type of account. It's a taxable investment account. So we're going to hit that. And then delivery and account name. It's my name. Okay, delivery and account number. So I'm actually going to show you, I'm going to log into my Robinhood account right now, and I'm going to show you where to get that account number in the Robinhood app, because that's one step that you're going to have to know how to do, because they need to know, Webull needs to know, okay, when they contact Robinhood, they need to be able to reference an actual account number, your actual Robinhood account number, so they get it all right and know what to actually send. So let me open up my Robinhood investing account right now. Okay, so I'm in my Robinhood investing account. Now at the very bottom right, that's where the little person is. We're going to press on that. And then right over here, we're going to hit settings. We're going to tap settings. At the very top, you're going to see account information, so we're going to tap on that. And then here's all of your personal information. So I blocked out my account number, but your account number is right there where I put the little circle. That's where the number is going to be. Now, I tried it, and you can't tap that number and copy it and then paste it into your Webull, the Webull app where they're asking for the account number. So you're actually going to have to physically write that number down on a pad of paper or something. That way, when we go over here to Webull, this is where you can actually type in the account number right there. So in this case, I'm not going to type one in because I'm not necessarily transferring money yet. I am going to move more money into Webull and out of Robinhood personally. It's my personal choice. But I'm going to do it at a later date. So transfer type. This is where you need to choose one and just make a few decisions for yourself. So we're going to hit the drop down right there. Now this is where you can decide whether you want to do a full transfer or a partial transfer. So I'm back in my Robinhood investing account. So if you want to do a full transfer, say I wanted to do a full transfer right now, here are all the stocks that I currently own. That full transfer would basically say, hey, that would tell Webull, hey, I want to send all of these stocks plus all of the cash in my account, which you can see buying power up there. It's $9.45. That's what it would mean if I wanted to send or do a full transfer. So if I did a full transfer, let me just press on that so you can see. Options remainder, are you transferring options? In this case, for me, it would be no. Are you transferring any mutual fund holdings? In this case, no. Now, that's the full transfer. Let me show you what it would look like if you want to do a partial. So let's just say for fun, let me go back into my Robinhood investing app. Let's just say I wanted to send all of my plug shares. That's what I wanted to transfer as a partial transfer from Robinhood to Webull. So in this case, you can see it says plug, and I have 8 shares of that. Right? That's what you need to know. You need to know the ticker symbol, and you need to know the amount of shares that you own that you want to transfer from Robinhood to Webull. So let me go back into the Webull app, and let me do the drop down again. Let me hit partial. So this is where you would say, okay, do you want to send any cash, right? So I have like $9 and something cents in my Robinhood account. In this case, I would say, no, I don't want to send any cash from Robinhood. I just want to send do a partial transfer, which would just be my plug stock, my plug power stock. So under positions there, you see add. So we'll tap on add. Now the symbol, like I said, it was plug, right? Plug power. So I'm going to type in PLUG, plug power. There it is. So I'll tap on that. And then I would choose the quantity. So see, we've got quantity right there. In that case, I could send all 8 shares that I own in Robinhood, or if I wanted to, I could send 3 or 2 or 1, however many you want. So that's what this partial transfer means. You don't have to send your whole account over if you don't want to, but if you plan on getting out of Robinhood completely anyways, it might make sense just to do a full transfer at this point. Because it is going to cost you, remember, $75 every single transfer. So it might make sense to move everything over as opposed to little bits here and there. It doesn't always make sense to do that. Okay, so in this case, I want to do all 8. Done. Hit add. Blah. There it goes. Okay, so then it tells me my estimated market value right there with the 8. And then at the very bottom, I would acknowledge that my delivering broker may charge me $75. They just want to make sure you're very aware that this is going to happen. And then you're going to submit the stock transfer request. Now, I'm not sure how long this is going to take, to be honest with you. I'll try to look it up on Google and let you know, because I haven't technically done this yet with Webull. I'll probably do it at some point. To move my stocks out of Robinhood. But yeah, I'll let you know. So I'll put something on the screen here if I find out how long it actually takes. But expect it to take, I'd say, 7 to 10 days or 7 to 10 business days most likely, because it is quite a few things for them to do and quite a few moving parts for Webull and Robinhood to kind of get together and make it all happen, because I'm sure there's a lot of paperwork involved with this as well. That's why they're going to charge you that $75 fee. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button before you go, and check out these other how-to videos to your left next.